Often, we feel like we want to be very close to someone. But the moment they actually come close, something inside us becomes restless. Sometimes it feels like we care too much. Other times, it feels like we are the ones quietly pulling away. Maybe you've noticed this too. The same pattern repeating in your relationships, even when the people are completely different. This doesn't mean there's something wrong with you. Many times, it's simply a sign of your attachment style. What does attachment really mean? Attachment isn't just about love or dependence. It's the way we understand emotional closeness. How we connect, how we trust, how we react to distance. All of this comes from an emotional language we learned a long time ago. Most of us learned this language in childhood. Back then, we weren't thinking logically, we were just feeling. And those early feelings quietly resurface in adult relationships, often without us realizing it. Anxious attachment. When the heart is always on alert, people with anxious attachment tend to feel deeply. Relationships matter a lot to them. But alongside that depth, there's often a quiet fear. What if I'm left behind? Often, we notice that if the other person replies late, talks a little less, or seems distant, the mind immediately jumps to conclusions. Maybe they're losing interest. Maybe I'm not enough. These people give a lot of love, but they also look for reassurance. Not because they are weak, but because their heart is searching for safety. Avoidant attachment. When closeness starts to feel heavy. People with avoidant attachment often appear strong and independent. They may say things like, "I don't need anyone," but deep inside, closeness can feel confusing or overwhelming. When someone gets too close, expectations increase, or emotions need to be discussed, their instinct is to shut down. They create distance, less talking, fewer meetings, staying busy. You may have noticed that such people often dismiss emotional conversations as too much. In reality, they're not afraid of emotions themselves, but of the vulnerability that comes with closeness. Secure attachment. When closeness and space coexist. People with secure attachment are not perfect. They get hurt. They make mistakes. But their relationship with closeness is more balanced. They don't panic when there's distance, and they don't fear intimacy. If their partner is busy, they don't immediately assume love has faded. And when conflict arises, they don't run from it, they talk. They understand emotional safety, both for themselves and for others. An everyday life example. Imagine two people, Alex and Sarah. Alex has an anxious attachment style. Sarah has an avoidant one. When Sarah gets busy with work and replies late, Alex's anxiety kicks in. He starts worrying, sends multiple messages, and looks for reassurance. Sarah feels pressured. Her instinct is to pull back. She communicates less, which only intensifies Alex's fear. No one here is bad. They're simply speaking different emotional languages and struggling to understand each other. Awareness is where understanding begins. When we recognize our attachment style, we can create a pause between feeling and reacting. Instead of responding immediately, we can ask ourselves, is this my old pattern speaking? Or is this situation truly what I think it is? Attachment styles aren't lifelong labels. They're starting points, ways to understand ourselves more honestly. Perhaps the most important thing is to stop judging ourselves. Being anxious means you feel deeply. Being avoidant may mean you were once hurt too early, too fast. And being secure is often the result of growth, not luck. In the end, attachment isn't just about our relationships with others. It's about the relationship we have with our own heart. And when we learn to understand ourselves with a little more gentleness, understanding others slowly becomes easier too.